said, for he is a minister of the Most High, and repented to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil.
Right, so if you're doing evil, the Most High is going to utilize him to bring judgment on you. Right? Think about it. The Most High has a title, what? The Lord of what?
Hey, bro, hold the camera real quick.
Armies. And within the dynamic of his armies, you have what? Esau. That's right. Get that from the police.
Okay, I got it.
So yeah, man, we just constantly delivering the message, man, and giving warning that people can take heed of what's going on. The times that we in, all the things that are happening, man, it's prophecy, and it's all going to eventually lead up to the Lord bringing down his judgment, man. You know, whether it's when he utilizing Esau, you know what I'm saying, to come down with that great wrath, okay, bringing forth famine on the earth, pestilence.
Everything good with your job?
You know, it's all gonna be judgment for the wicked, man. Okay, and if YAHAWASHI is coming, man, if you're not in the corner, if they're not in your corner, man, you gonna be there for the taking, man. Okay.
Like this Jeremiah 50, sorry, verse 22. It says, a sound of battle is in the land and of great destruction.
A sign of battle? Shit. We see plenty signs of battle, man. Like brothers going into with the small hats, man. You know, you know, what you say he who was it that had the 30-minute speech regarding what the small hats were doing?
Turkey president.
Turkey president. That's a sign of battle, man. That was pretty much him putting out there that they ain't gonna stand for this, man.
In the actual sound, like they rocking shit over there.
Breaking ground over there.
Said Japan showing some Russian warplanes. Because it was in their territory. So all these other nations being involved globally, what's that leading to? The third war.
Yeah.
And it's going beyond rumors of wars. Rumors in the Greek is what? A circulating stories. These people are utilizing missiles, or these nations are utilizing missiles, man.
That's action right now.
That's action. And pretty soon, troops gonna be on the fucking ground.
I think they sent like 700 over there. I think they sent like 700 over the United States. Yeah.
Shit.
They said they're gonna send it. I think they said they can send like 700 over there right now. They said
Probably 7,000. They will start shipping them out again.
Yeah, I saw a brother did a video earlier.
The Navy SEALs, man.
My brother, he did a video earlier going into how he like 40-something years old, and the army called him to re-enlist. You know, trying to market him to join it back again. That's the times we're going into.
They want anything breathing.
He's a guy, brother did a video also.
You go over there, brother, you ain't coming back.
Yeah.
The one-way trip.
Yeah.
And what Pete
Look
say,
around,
this will be
just
your last day.
So it says, a sound of battle is in the land and of great destruction. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon becoming desolation among the nations?
And look up that hammer in the Greek for the police, bro.
But the elites use America as a hammer. You know, they're hammering you militarily, economically, no sanctions. So Babylon, you know, is the tool of the elites, you know, the banking family. That's why they financed Babylon, you know, and, after World War II. It made them the world superpower by what? Making the dollar the world reserve currency, man, in the Bretton Woods agreement. Okay? So after that, America pretty much had an unlimited budget, okay, when it came to the military. Because they was able to print money that wasn't backed by nothing, man. So that was like a cheat code to why America could have so much military hardware, because they didn't have a budget. So there's only so many rubles you can print.
Right.
There's only so many yuan you can print. But America, they was unlimited. They could just print money and buy shit, you know?
And these central banks, none of them can be audited, man. Nobody can stick their nose in there and see what's really going on. They just hit go on that printer, man, and it's just spinning and spinning and spinning, man. And the dollars keep kicking out. They keep spreading them out throughout the globe, throughout people, man. It's gonna cause that inflation, man, because it's so much fiat cash floating around, man. So that's gonna cause things to start going up.
Hyperinflation.
Hyperinflation.
Hyper.
hey, I'm gonna say this too. I should lock on that. The 700 troops were UK announced on Tuesday they would send sending 700 troops.
So the UK instead.
UK, but the thing said America sent dozen troops. So
They was on 12?
I don't fucking say couple dozen. I don't fucking know.
They playing Call of Duty.
Yeah, I can do that.
Them niggas go to the club.
You ain't lying.
So for that word, the Hebrew word for hammer in Jeremiah 15:23 is patayash. And go to the root word, it goes into devastator.
Devastate. Hey, cause America devastate your shit, man. Like you gotta understand, man. Like America, like they got their phrase. They have took people back to the Stone Ages, man.
You ever seen it?
Yeah, they done turned, seen it at the parking lot, man. America be going crazy over there. Like the small hats right now. You niggas shot 1,100 targets in the airport.
The police over there, motherfucker.
Going crazy. Like, them folks really like, that's why America, pretty much, they foreign policy, they pretty much have your foreign policy made for you. They just come tell you what you're gonna do, man. Alright? Like those senators, them American senators, when they go visit them other stations, they move them aircraft carriers where them senators be at, man. Where them different ambassadors and diplomats be at. And that's when they had them meet. But what you gonna say? You know what I'm saying? Cause like them aircraft, like you said, them aircraft carriers, that's why, America getting weak. But they still know them aircraft carriers got some shit on them. Them fighter jets, them motherfucking nukes on that bitch, them motherfucking the J-down missiles, them cruise missiles. You see, that motherfucking one aircraft carrier is a motherfucker. Like, you go to like those Esau's angels. Like how one angel can do some damage and fuck some shit up.
Yeah.
One of them aircraft carriers can fuck some shit up. Yeah.
Flatland.
Yeah. It made Jackson disappear. You know what I'm saying? So, going back to the word devastating, like, shit, anybody want to fuck with that. But now, another reason, these Americans got their weaponry, but then they ain't got shit to lose. Like, you gotta think, it's people that survive in airstrikes that have lost everything, they have lost 2 generations of family. You know what I'm saying? But that's who these militaries are. These are the children of 9/11. America been over there 20 years, so the children that was 5, 6 years old when America first came over there, that's the military now. And they ain't got shit to lose.
And they have an embedded hatred for the United States of America.
They don't give a fuck.
They don't give a damn. Okay, they will strap on something in order to take you down.
Yeah.
And what's the old mankind saying? I will break my leg just to break yours.
And to prove the point, exactly what you're saying, bro. Like Hamas, when them Israeli tanks, when they was coming, when them tanks, but see, they already knew that them Israelis gonna airstrike the shit out of them. Their battle strategy was to fight in the rubber. So they knew they were gonna make them get the rubber. But now, when them Israeli tanks was coming in there, you had Hamas, because them tanks will be have anti-missile systems on them. So you can't hit that motherfucker. So you have an actual man, all right, one of them Israelites, he'll jump out the tunnel, run full speed to the tank, put a detonate on that bitch. He gonna get shot up, but it's gonna disarm that tank, and then another one will pop up and kill that bitch. Like you say, I break my leg. Yeah, that's the shit they own. That's their mindset. Like, I'm finna die. Y'all finna die too.
They willing to take you with them.
Right.
Yeah. That's how you know too. That the war gonna be fought here. You know what I'm saying? Like you know the same atmosphere we see going on in the Middle East is gonna be right here in America, man. You know.
Got some link up to the devastate in Jeremiah 50. This Habakkuk 2:8. Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee.
Yeah, and if you're spoiling something, you're taking their resources. Right? You utilize your sword to take their resources. And you became extremely wealthy. See, this is beyond rich. Right? And that goes back to the blessing, which also entails what? The fatness of the earth.
That's where that devastate word goes into, to lay waste.
Yeah.
That's your ruin.
And that's what you do to these countries. You lay them waste. Right?
And he has the same strategic plan attacked it every time. He'll demonize demonize this particular political leader, you know, to the world using his propaganda machine, going to this mainstream news and media, and what he'll do, he'll demonize them to the point where they have to go there and use their so-called democracy just to take their resources. He does that every time and time again. All these different political leaders, it's like for their people, what Esau does, he'll terrorize them by putting them into that humiliation ritual by shaming them to the public. You know? So we think he's going to do to us, Lord willing, when we make it to that persecution level. It's going to be on a greater level.
And it's on. You seen on The Simpsons, Mike Tyson had a tattoo GMS.
What?
Yes, he had a tattoo GMS. And Albert Ross said, I'm going to do a video with, what's it called? Gallatin?
Galactic Mystery
Galactic
Solvers.
Mystery Solvers. Galactic Mystery Solvers. And when you go into that term galactic, it goes actually into the Milky Way. And when you break down that term Milky Way, it means what? A band of stars. So we receive so when you think about a band of stars, you think about who? The day star, YAHAWASHI. So we are illuminated from YAHAWASHI as smaller stars.
Yeah.
Albert Ross is out doing a video on there, man.
Was it Revelation 12? You know,
Exactly.
the woman with the crown of 12 stars?
That's one of my precepts.
You know?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it's like it says back in Habakkuk 2, verse let's start with go back to 8. Habakkuk 2 and 8. So it said, because I have spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people should spoil thee. Because of men's blood and for the violence of the land and the city and of all that dwell therein.
Everybody's conspiring against America, man. All the nations, because America has weaponized the currency, okay? And then, like, even this whole SWIFT banking system, these nations got to deal with American banks to trade their resources, man. You see, like, when they say the hoarded right at the beach, like, this bitch got a lot of control, man. You know? So here it is, if India wants to sell, all right, resources, okay, to China, you got to go through American banking system, man.
Wow.
And then that's why America is able to hold your shit. If you disagree with something, they able to just hold your shit. You must take your shit. You know? So these nations, that's why you see these nations, at the end of the day, it's all leading to the MOTP. But all these nations are done with this American hegemony. You know, this American dominated world order. Like that's the complaint of the nations is they're tired of this American dominated world order. Well, America has all this power over other nations. You know, same thing like with Rome. It's eventually barbarians, they rebel. Like this bitch got too much power. You know?
That's how you know when you listen to these different Luciferians at the wealth. Pretty much when it comes to NWO, the world is going to be governed by a handful of nations. You know, not just Babylon the Great. You know.
You know, just going back to the spoiled many nations, you know, the Cuban blockade, you know, 1958, you know what I'm saying? They did like economic sanctions from having so-called like resources going to, you know, to Cuba, where they prevent tourism, stuff like that, all types of school supplies, medical supplies, embargoes. You know, you get economic strain on another nation. That's due to one of your many fashions and forms of the sword. The sword comes into many different fashions and forms. Esau's bliss on the left-hand side.
Yeah. And this is Obadiah 1:7. All your allies will turn against you. They will help to chase you from your land. They shall promise you peace while plotting to deceive and destroy you. Your trusted friends will set traps for you, and you won't even know about it.
Yeah, they're gonna start teaming up with Russia, man. A lot of these different countries, man. Because you know, America been so boastful. You know, Scripture said he was more stout than his fellows. You know, throwing their weight around and every damn thing, man. And like say these other countries, man. Even some of these ones who still allied with NATO, man. They having their little secret councils, man. They sending their little messages on how they can go ahead and team up with Russia, man. You know, because like say, it's like that motherfucker that. You know he don't like you, but he gotta fear you, so he just still kind of hanging around, man.
They gotta deal.
They gotta deal with it.
Because everybody's so intertwined into their dollar. You know, before they put all these sanctions on Russia, Russia did 70% of their economy was using American $10. You know, these bitches, all these nations are so intertwined with America. They gotta deal with these bitches. Like they gradually, because they can't just tank the dollar, because they should collapse.
Yeah,
Because all they shit pegged to the dollar. So this is why they're forming, BRICS and all these different other alliances to gradually build a currency that doesn't rely on the American dollar. But ultimately, it's going to be because the BRICS currency is digital. So it's still a segue to the MOTV. But the thing is, what the elites are selling these other nations is America will not be the dominant superpower anymore, man. And that's why you see America being systematically dismantled. Okay? But why you think? Come on, man. 50 million migrants just come in. Right. You know, that's an invasion, man. Okay, that's an invasion. Any other scenario, that's an invasion, man. You let 10,000 men from Syria, okay, just invade Saudi Arabia. That's an invasion. That's a war. Okay, but who's letting it happen? Why are they able to just ride around, don't get pulled over? Because see, the elites, they just got the people in high places. They just need the police chief, certain mayors, okay, these politicians, these governors. They need the people in charge to tell everybody else stand the fuck down.
Right.
Don't touch it. You know what I'm saying? So this is a systematic dismantling from up top, man.
And if you want to just to back the precept, and if you really want to see how they get down, watch James Bond, Quantum of Solace, right? Because they show you how they would send a lesser elite in to a government, and I want to say at the time frame it was in Bolivia, right? No, it was in Haiti, and basically he told them how they took over Haiti, but the main goal was to take over Bolivia, and they wanted that natural resource, which was water. And he said we have 26 countries that are down with it. Who is he talking about? The fucking EU. He said the EU was down with it. So then when the man realized towards the end what he was giving away, because he told him we want this desert land right there, and we got pipes and all of this to put inside that desert land. When he realized that it was a natural source of water there, he was like, look, either you can basically sign this, but if you don't, best believe your willing replacement is willing to do it. And the man that was second in command was right there beside him, and he had his hand on the gun. And he was gonna blow his head off right there. This is how they get down. Right, they're gonna send lesser elites to the government officials, and they're gonna make you get down. That's how they do it. That's how they do it. And then what they do, they install a puppet government, and now you're pushing their legislation.
It's strong arming these other countries.
We got put some say this. Revelation 13 and to the point. It's Revelation 13 and 14, and it says, and deceived them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast.
Yeah, those miracles is what? It's technology. Right? You being able to launch missiles and how you destroyed Japan, that is a fucking miracle. Prior to that, that was unheard of. To make fire come, to make fire just shoot down on the country.
That type of explosion, because a nuclear bomb is just like, it's an explosion that keep happening.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like for him to master that, then you know it's witchcraft. Japanese been going to them team tonight. You know we talking about the Operation Paperclip. Yeah, when they got them German scientists, that's what perfected that bomb.
That's it.
You know, that was pretty much. Japan was like an experiment.
Mm-hmm.
Like when America got them German scientists after World War II, America didn't possess the atomic weapon. See, Germany was way ahead of them. That's why they had to kill Hitler. Hitler was set up. He was a small hat.
Yeah, he was a Rothschild.
He was a Rothschild. He was sired by one of the Rothschilds. Okay, but he started to go rogue. You see, he started taking down those Masonic temples throughout Europe. Okay, he started going into all the archives of the hidden wisdom, and he had them German scientists. Like when you go into World War II, Germany was kicking all Europe ass. They couldn't fuck with Germany. Germany had some shit. So that's why pretty much all these Edomites had to gang up on Germany and take them down and break up them scientists and shit, man. They split them scientists up between Russia and America. Russia got the majority of, but America got them because the rocket ship, that's German. Those German scientists came with their rocket ship. America didn't have that technology. That's why Russia was in space before America, man. You see? So these goddamn wise men of teaming, the Lord used them to make weaponry to fulfill prophecy, man. You see? You got it, bro.
And how you know it's the technology of the Most High? They show you in the movie Oppenheimer, like the way that man's mind works. You know, like you listen to the way them different scientists speak. They talk about time and space, but they was explaining like the technology of the atom bomb. You know, but they show you that's from the Heavenly Father, man.
Oppenheimer, he said he dreamed, he kept having dreams of cherries. You know, he called UFOs. He kept saying he was dreaming of cherries, showing the angels playing on his mind.
It's Isaiah 54:16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work.
Yeah, because the ancient smith, the blacksmith, the silversmith, they would make the weapon. You know, they was pretty much like an engineer. They'll craft the weapon. Same with the modern day smith. These scientists. Okay? These engineers.
1729. But the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all. Woo!
So that fire and brimstone now the people. Okay? And they have the ability because going back, they're rocket. That's teaming. They're projectiles. Okay? Everybody's pretty much when you look at modern military, everybody is pretty much advancing what the Teamanites, engineered after World War II. You know, they whole rocket and projectile, So the wise men of Teeman played a major part in destroying this man's kingdom, which is their kingdom. The Teamanites, into with the grandson of Esau. You got it.
Hey, priest, and if I could just say this, watch Wolverine. When it first come on, which one was that? It's the second Wolverine. It goes into how Japan was being destroyed. So it was a Japanese guy. He was about to kill himself, and so Wolverine saved him at the last minute. So he wanted to run, and he told him, "No, you're not gonna be able to run that bird." And so basically took him down there into this what was it, a channel or something?
It was a shelter.
It was a shelter. Bomb shelter. But hell, even the fire came through that motherfucker. Wolverine had to put a metal object to protect him, and then he got over. But it just shows you how that fire still swept down there, man. And this is nothing compared to the nuclear destruction that has been modified.
This nuclear.
Hey, and to show you all these different millionaires and billionaires in America that's making bunkers, they stupid, man.
Yes, that's right.
You know?
So dig in hell, which is your bunkers. But at the end of the day, hey, you still would not be protected.
And then the Most High got a sense of humor. They call the bunkers dome. Deep underground military bunkers. Yeah, dome. You got it, bro.
I was going to say, them nuclear destruction is so powerful that it shows that it burnt the shadow into the ground or its never surface that person was near. That's how powerful it is. That's how you know that technology, that knowledge had to come from what? On high.
Like you say, that fire, man, just like water, man. You know, water gonna find itself through any kind of little crack or crevice, man. It's gonna get up in there, man. So anywhere there's any little bit of oxygen flowing anywhere, the fire is gonna take hold to it, man. It's gonna make its way through there. So these little bunkers and any of these little things, man, anywhere that this fire goes with any oxygen, there's gonna be just a link to it, man. It's gonna follow up in there. There's gonna be no escape, man.
I'm about to say, this place is flammable. all the gas, just how this place is built, all the gas and sewage. Oh,
think so, bro.
Oh, is there the air?
It should be advertised.
This place is built to be burned.
On Lake Harbor, there's a billboard about pride.
And this is for Abraham. Job 33 and verse 14. For the Most High speaks one, yea twice, yet man perceives it not. In a dream, in a night vision of the night, when deep sleep falls on men, and slumberings on the bed, then he opens the ears of men and seals their instruction.
Yeah, he tapped into them team like man. You know? And put them on a level with everything like that, from the nuclear physics to rocket science, okay? To everything, the type of metals, needed to sustain, that thrust, on those rockets, like the Teamanites, the Lord tapped into the Teamanites, man. Okay, the wise men of Edom. Okay? So all this technology, not only do the Edomites possess it, but these other nations have been able to reverse engineer it. Okay, you had Iran in 2011, I want to say. They landed they hacked into an American drone and made it land in Iran. And what did they do? Now Iran got the best drones on earth. To Russia get their drones from Iran. Okay?
So tell them what they did.
Yeah, they broke it down, they re-engineered it, and then when Obama asked for it back, they sent him a pink little toy drone, because that's when he passed the gay rights shit, gay marriage. So the Iran president sent that nigga back a pink little toy drone, so they get it in blood. You see?
That's gonna be the big three over there. Russia, Iran, and Turkey.
Yeah, it's gonna go crazy. See, we just watching, because right now, what they doing now, they can do this back and forth, for a year or so. They keep Hezbollah doing missile strikes, small hats doing air strikes. Because you gotta think, October 7th, it's almost been a year since this conflict started. With Hamas. It's been a year. That's why the scripture say what the end is not yet. So we're going to see these things constantly escalate. You got to call it escalation. So whatever one side do, the other side match it. And if the other side go up to escalation, the other side will go up to escalation. So we're just seeing this thing constantly escalate until it's just all out war.
It's not going to die down.
Nah, they no de-escalate.
Ain't no
de-escalating. Nah, they didn't even play it.
This is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 9. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations.
Assembly. And that's the alliances that the brother was speaking of earlier. Because everyone is getting under the banner of God, okay, which is Russia. You see? Because Russia, they have a military hardware to make these weak nations strong immediately, man. If Russia start putting them S-400s in your country, hey, your military might increase it drastically, man. Okay? Because even in Syria, Syria shot down some missiles from them small hats, they use Russian hardware. Because them S-400s, if you put them S-400s in Syria, they can track them Israeli fighter jets on the runway. So before them bitches take off, they already tracked. You see? So this is a game changer, because the whole world been building their military just to fight this beast system. And mainly America, and the small hats are nothing but an extension of America. It's like America Junior in the Middle East. Because they got all the same weaponry, man. You got it, bro.
From the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her.
Battle formation. And guess what? Russia is arming up everybody. Venezuela got military hardware from Russia. Cuba got military hardware from Russia. Iran, Yemen, Hezbollah, Syria. They put themselves in battle formation. See, before the war break out, because you ain't gonna get to move like that when war break out. You ain't gonna get to be able to move hardware in all these different places once the war starts. When the war starts, you locked in whatever you got in position. So what we seeing now is just Russia is pretty much just arming any country that let them put weapons in their country, man. Because when it go down, missiles gonna come from every goddamn where, man. We gonna be surprised to see where missiles come from, man. Go ahead.
From thence she shall be taken,
Yeah.
their arrow shall be as of a mighty expert man.
A mighty expert man. Okay? And you had someone that was an expert at the boat. You see? They was extremely accurate. That's all they, somebody that was an expert, that's all they did. That was their job. They ain't do nothing else but the boat.
And they don't miss.
Nah.
The expert don't miss.
You see? Go ahead.
From thence she shall be taken, their arrow shall be as of a mighty expert man, none shall return in vain.
Yep.
And
So it ain't gonna be no nukes and shot down. That's another thing that Russia got, because these missile defense systems, not only are they not 100% accurate, but they all run off the grid. So Russia got technology that can jam them radars. So if you jam them radars, you defenseless. You ain't gonna shoot one missile down. If they jam them bitches, you ain't gonna shoot nothing down. And guess what? The small hats in America, they run on the same missile defense system, that Patriot. Because that Iron Dome ain't nothing but a bunch of American Patriot systems, thrown together, man. They just call this shit a cute name. Go ahead.
And Chaldea shall be a spoil, and all that spoil her shall be satisfied, saith the Lord.
Yeah, they're gonna get their rocks off on America, man. Like I said, they tired of the horse. How the hell can another nation make policies for you, but it don't affect them when you a third world country now, man? Because of some shit this nigga decided to do, man. How they feel. It's like Jake. Like what? Every Jake, majority Jake, they want to do what? They want to delete their baby mama. Because this bitch got the power to destroy your shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's how America is. America wake up and feel some type of way that fuck your whole shit up. Because your currency paid to their currency. You got all this shit going on. Imagine if you work, 2 weeks, 100 hours, and you need their money, but the bank say, look, we ain't gonna pay you. Figure it out. That's what America do on a large scale. These nations need that money for their resources. But then the nigga tell you figure it out.
That's your bro. And this is Isaiah, it's like Ezekiel 38:4. And I will turn you back and put hooks into your jaws.
Yep.
And I will bring you forth in all your armies.
And the hooks into the jaws is how you control the wild beasts.
That's right.
They bear.
That's right.
You bring it to where you want it. And Russia be trying to chill, but America is forcing it to where Russia gotta respond heavy. Yeah, because it went from Russia fighting Ukraine to now Russia is being attacked by NATO directly, man. An invasion when they went into Russia, they went into Turkey. Like NATO getting extremely bold. You see what I say? Russia is just positioning military hardware everywhere because they know once they go, they're gonna have to go. You see? Go ahead.
Back into Ezekiel 38:4.
Yep.
And I will turn you back and put hooks into your jaws.
Yep.
And I will bring you forth and all your army.
Yep.
Horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor.
They're gonna have to go all out.
That's what
Yep. Yes, and then like I say that's old. They say in the rumors that Russia are made to like S-700. But S-400 is just the shit we know about. So they say all their horsemen, alright, fighter jets, tanks, you see? And you go into Ukraine, by Russia getting control of Ukraine, guess what? Ukraine is flat land. So when Russia get ready to invade Europe, they already got Ukraine figured out.
And Trump say this, we have to know that Trump and that one more talk at the debate. Trump say this about Russia. He said, y'all talking about this. Russia got the nukes.
Yeah.
They got the nukes. He know. They know what's up.
Yeah.
They know it. They Russia got them new.
And Russia already got submarines on the Atlantic and the Pacific coast right now, because America can't detect them. You see, America always Russia always fucking with America. They gonna let their submarines pop up, you know, then they go back down and you don't know where they hit. You got it.
Even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handily smooth.
So everybody gonna be strapped. Russia's scrapping down anybody that take weapons. You know, Sudan, Congo, you don't give a damn. Libya, okay, they got pacts with Libya, you know.
Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya. With them.
They got pacts with Libya, you know, Ethiopia, you know, go ahead.
Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya, with them, all of them with shield and helmet.
With shield and helmet, it's military hardware, man. So what we're seeing is these nations being strapped up for war, okay? Because Russia knows that they're gonna have to go all out, man, because they know they're gonna have to deal with NATO and America, man. Okay? And then eventually, these EU nations gonna flip on America, man, because they're gonna be getting devastated by Russia, man. And it's gonna be because of America, man. You see? So at the end of the day, the majority of the missiles of the earth are coming here to America, man. Turn this bitch to a lake of fire. You see? You got it.
This is the book of Joel, chapter 3, starting verse 9.
Yeah.
Say, in the NLT, say to the nations far and wide, get ready for war.
Yeah.
Call out your best warriors. Let all your fighting men advance for the attack.
Yeah, and it's a different spirit on these nations, man. These nations in the east. Like I say, man, these people have nothing to lose. They don't care. Houthi rebels, man. They disrupted, their shipping through the Red Sea. That's unheard of, man. And America did the airstrikes on them, but see, going back to General Solomon, what's his name? But the one that Trump killed. Yeah. The one that Trump put on the t-shirt. Yeah. So, but he taught that whole region how to do war with the beast. Because they know they're going to airstrike the shit out of them. So they put everything on the ground. And then all these targets that America be hitting, they be dummy targets, man. They be empty warehouses, okay? Old rockets and shit, rocket systems and shit. And then when they retaliate, they bring the new shit up. They're retaliating, man. So it's like America is a power puncher, but if you can't hit me, what your power mean? Because America got the powers, but if you can't hit me, then you can't get past my defense. You see?
That takes a lot out of you when you miss.
Yeah.
And then what happens, then your confidence starts fucking up with you. You know what I'm saying?
And you remember that video I sent about that beach? Them Israelis tried to invade.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we can't, we can't go into it, but we seen what happened, boy. Boy, wipe some noses down there, boy. Them boys ain't come back. Go ahead.
Verse 10, hammer your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears.
Yeah, so the number one priority, because you got to think about it, as a nation, what would be the number one priority, all right, for your people is how they're going to eat, how you're going to feed them. It's agriculture. But now the number one priority is what? Weapons of war. Yeah. Even Poland, the Poland needs some weaponry. They told their citizens, hey, look, y'all gonna have to start eating 1 meal a day. Yeah, y'all gotta eat 1 meal a day. We need some rockets, nigga. Russia here. These niggas outside.
That's the glory devil.
Yeah, that damn shit.
Train even your weaklings to be warriors.
Train even your weaklings to be warriors, man. That's the reserves really need going to. They call them the reserves. And the small had, the rooms that they call in our reserves, man. To deal with Hezbollah, man. Okay? And then you look at the war in 2006, Hezbollah bust the small heads up. 2006. Look it up. You know, Hezbollah made them small head tap out. You see? So what you think they got 18 years later, 19 years later? This all Hezbollah been training for this shit here. You know? This is all they live for. Go ahead.
Keep going on. Verse 11. Come quickly, all you nations everywhere.
Yep.
Gather together in the valley. And now, O Lord Yahweh, call out your warriors.
Yep, so it said come everywhere. Okay, all these nations are being dragged into this conflict, all right, in their region of Jehoshaphat. Okay? China, but China ain't gonna be able to sit idle because they depend on Russia too much. Russia can't sit idle with Iran, but they depend on Iran too much. I say Iran got oil fields, they produce nothing but oil for China. Like that's all they do is produce oil for China, and China is the goddamn sweatshop of the earth. They need that power. Okay? You got it, bro.
Second Ezra 13:5. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heaven,
Yep.
to subdue the men that came out of the sea.
Yep, so that's dealing with YAHAWASHI coming out of the atmosphere. Okay? But you're gonna have all these nations that's already in conflict with each other, okay, that's gonna stop fighting each other and try to deal with this new, what they call common enemy. You know what Ronald Reagan called Star Wars. Okay? Star Wars treaty pretty much. We all had one common enemy, will we not unite and fight? Okay? Well, the Lord put the spirit on them to come up with that, man.
It shows you on Independence Day, they didn't actually have like the other countries warring. So you see once they seen, you know what I'm saying, this invasion of this unknown entity or whatever, they decided they all come together, man, across the globe to have that fight that common enemy.
I'm gonna say this, and it's not unknown. And I'm gonna tell you why, because you had this Edomite that said that he saw tall black men about 7 to 8 feet. Well, I take that back. He said probably between 8 and 9 feet coming out those ships, and they walked like they never been conquered before. He said they walked like they never been conquered before.
You talking about that one interview?
Yeah,
the guy was sitting down with a woman or something?
He was sitting with an Edomite woman, and
Yeah.
she was like, you know, are they such and such? And he was like, no, they're tall, they're dark skinned, and they got big hair. Yeah.
My grandma, when she was in between this realm, you know, and the spiritual realm, you know, she was in and out, you know. But she told my mama, she said, I seen some men up there, some big black men, you know. She was going in and out between, you know how they be, you know, trying to get in and out. Yeah, so she said she seen them angels. She called them big black men, you know, angels.
Hey, you remember the little boy said, you went to heaven? He could say you went to heaven. He said, what he say?
Yeah, he playing, Jesus was in there.
Yeah, what he say?
He was out there playing basketball.
What he say?
I don't know what part of it he went. He went to that head of war or something.
Yeah, this is about to pay for a game. I got one for y'all. In 2 Ezra 13:31, and one shall undertake to fight against another. 2 Ezra 13:30, he shall come to the astonishment of them that dwell on the earth.
Yeah, go ahead.
And one shall undertake to fight against another.
This is YAHAWASHI. This is the scene he's coming to. Okay, what's gonna be major division. Okay, but then you gotta understand, like, it's gonna be division in the earth, but then you still gonna have pockets of normalcy too. You know, as in the days of Noah. That's why it's gonna catch so many people off guard. Cause like right now, there's major war going on in certain regions, but guess what? America's still chilling. There's certain areas still chilling while war going on. So this gonna be going on, but then you still gonna have the pockets of normalcy, man, like Noah. That's why it's gonna be so unexpected. You know? Go ahead.
It says, and one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another.
Yeah, so you're going to have civil unrest, okay? You're going to have these militias and mercenaries, all right? You're going to have countries that's going to be going in, okay? And ultimately, you're going to have the realm, the spiritual realm, that's going to come and wage war against this one. It's called, yeah. You know, in righteousness, man. Yeah. Oh, does it? Yeah. Oh, second age, 13, 30.
This second Ezra chapter 16, verse 7. May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer?
Yep, and that's no use, man. And then see, he's making an analogy of a strong archer, man. But depending on your strength, how much force, you know, you apply to the arrow. You know, so if someone shoots a mighty arrow, that motherfucker comes with some philosophy. You know, they come through shit.
And once it's released, you can't stop it.
Nah, you ain't got no
Once it
reverse.
comes out, you cannot turn it around.
Nah.
It has to hit its fucking target.
The mighty Lord sent him the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away?
Yeah, and the ultimate play is going to be the loop of the trunk, you know? And there's going to be nothing, okay, that's going to quench, all right, those loops. They got to burn themselves out. You see? That's why America's going to put them in Georgia, man. Georgia going to let this bitch burn until the fire burn itself out. Go ahead.
Hey, that's what a lot of incense does too. You know, for brothers that burn incense,
Yeah.
like you get you a real good batch of something.
Yeah.
It literally has to put itself out.
A fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it?
Yep. So the Lord has, going back to Esau being the minister of the Most High, the Lord, like those weaponry was made from a place of anger. Like for the Lord to tap into the Edomites, the Temanites, and allow them to come up with their weapons, the Lord was angry. That's the Lord's anger in their technology, man. You know? That's why he allowed Esau to get so deep into that. That was his anger being expressed with them devils coming up with this nuclear physics. Okay? Hypersonic rocket. That's the Lord's anger. That's why scripture say what? The Lord had opened up the weapons of his army. Go ahead.
He shall cast lightning, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? The Lord shall threaten.
Lightning, talk about what, how fast it's moving. Think about lightning, how lightning strikes in the sky. It's real fast and swift. Thundering.
If I could-
That's the impact.
To Lambert, to make mention of it also, we can't forget to mention the laser beams from the Chariots too.
That's right.
Because it also goes into that.
That's right.
The Elder Apostle Gabar mentioned, both of them are going to be destroying America.
Mm-hmm.
You know? You got it, bro.
And who shall not be afraid? The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder?
Yep.
And
That's
his
gonna be from them lasers, man. You know?
Was that movie War of the Worlds?
Yep.
Man,
Esau knows he's directed, because he's directed, and like what you said, lesser illuminati.
That's how they communicate amongst each
Oh
other.
yeah.
and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence?
Yep.
The earth quaketh, and the foundation thereof, the sea arises up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled.
That's
And
the impact from the missiles.
Yep.
It's gonna make the fucking earth like literally roll to and fro.
Yep.
and the fishes thereof also before the Lord and before the glory of his power. I'm gonna get to the next verse, but I want to say that this verse 12 is describing, destruction, terraforming the world. You know how bad it's gonna be, because I know it's Habakkuk chapter 2. It goes into he says, Lord, were you mad at the, angry at the sea? How bad the Lord was gonna how bad the nukes and the Lord was gonna mess up the earth.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you know what? Just to make a point on that, bro, it's gonna look like an entirely different earth by the time the Heavenly Father done with it. And the proof is they had a special on CNN. They pretty much had people interviewing the descendants of the survivors of Hiroshima.
That's right.
And basically they got a lot of parts of Hiroshima in like a beautiful garden, man. But based off how that fire hit that place, it looks very beautiful. Like you wouldn't think it's the same place.
And that's the reason why Israel has to be nuked, so it can be purified.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
you know, crazy thing about it, after they nuked Japan, it's crazy. The Japanese started almost worshiping, you know, the Americans.
Yeah.
Once the Most High do away with this place, the people gonna fear.
That's right.
Fear also translates to what? Worship.
That's it.
You know? Because when you fear somebody, what? You respect them.
That's right.
Cause you fear somebody, you gonna make sure you move out their way. You make sure you gonna be polite to them. You gonna make sure they get their way. You know?
You gonna bow the knee.
You gonna bow the knee.
Romans, the 9th chapter.
Okay, this Habakkuk 3:3. It says the Most High came from Teman, and the Holy One from Mount Paran, Salah. His glory covered the heavens.
Meaning what? Those the chariots. YAHAWASHI is leading the heaven army out of the spiritual realm. And they're going to penetrate this earthly realm. Man.
Goes into 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter, how he's going to come wax strong with the thousands of heaven.
That's it.
That's a part of his glory, you know?
Yeah, and you're going to have basically ships coming out of their father's ship. That's spoken of in Isaiah the 6th chapter.
Yeah.
You know, that's how large this chariot is going to be. It's so big that smaller ships are able to come out too. That's right.
I was gonna say, one scripture says it was like a mountain stretched out and went into the earth to the other one. Yeah, like it's gonna block out the sky.
That's right.
You know?
You can't tell from the end from the beginning.
And it only makes sense that all the elect can actually go into that one ship. Because remember, the scripture says, what, Revelation 11th chapter, a cloud.
Yeah,
It
a
said
cloud.
clouds. It said a cloud.
The scripture you posted yesterday in Luke.
You want to bring it up?
Yeah, we can bring it out.
Bring
Like
it
that.
out,
Yeah.
man.
Luke 21, GNT. Yep, so it says, his glory covered the heavens, and the earth was full of his praise, and his brightness was as the light. He had horns coming out his hand.
So what's the horn?
Power.
No, it's the laser beams coming from that chariot going into what Zaquan Kazak is saying. You know, the horns coming out, that's laser beams. So YAHAWASHI and the heavenly armies, they're going to be shooting concentrated fire, which are the laser beams.
Yep.
That's within that judgment.
Just to back you up, Habakkuk 3 and 4 in NLT, his coming is as brilliant as the sunrise.
And let's talk about the miraculous size of those chariots, man. Okay, go ahead.
Rays a light flash from his hand.
That's laser beams. Laser beams coming out of it, being ejected from their father's ship, their smaller ships.
And a small glimpse of that war of the world.
That's it.
Tom Cruise.
That's it.
And it says, where his awesome power is hidden.
Awesome power, right? Let's talk about the technology of the Most High. Go ahead.
Verse 5, before him with the pestilence and burning coals went forth at his feet.
And the pestilence is what? It's for destruction. Meaning what? From the laser beams. So you're going to have fire coming from the missiles and fire coming from the YAHAWASHI. Going into what? The plagues of America. Right? Because the plague means what? Judgment.
Also goes to like a widespread affliction.
Shit. Okay.
I'm about to say what that scripture says. Brother paraphrasing, when I come, what will I do when it's already killed me? He gonna burn us some more.
I got it already. It's Luke 12:49. I am come to send fire on earth. What will it be? It's already killed me.
So you see hell on fire by going to pop up pretty soon. The civil unrest, all this different type of, even race riots gonna happen, you know? Like all this type of chaos coming all together within so-called America, then very soon YAHAWASHI is gonna bring forth this fire. So it's gonna ignite it even more so when he comes, you know? Yep.
What that scripture say? He gonna bring banners.
Yeah.
Banners. You know, when you start killing it like that, like the embers on it. Burn it up. Burn it up.
And
Get
what
that
does a
fire
banner
going.
do? The more you fan, the more it spreads. The more you fan, the more it spreads. That's it. That's it.
So America literally gonna be hell on earth. You know, if you think about it in a sense.
It's gonna be the worst. Because look at America gonna terrorize us.
Yeah, that's it.
So now the world will terrorize America.
That's right.
When it goes to Revelation 18, thus with violence, and that great city Babylon be thrown down.
Yeah.
Look how you got so-called established by violence.
That's it.
You know, so that's how you gonna end off of.
Yeah.
And going to, like you were saying earlier, not only does America bring their military, but now you got that drill shit all over the world. So America is just push violence in every form.
Yeah.
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 Either they'll come to lead you themselves or they'll teach you how to delete your own self.
That's
goddamn.
it. That's it. So America has to be that great whore. You know?
It's Habakkuk 3 and 6.
Going to that wine, her love potion. So you're gonna fall in love with America in some form, some way. You know, whether it's the westernization, the so-called democracy, so-called black culture.
Yep.
You know, she has the whole checkerboard covered, man.
Well, that's why I said about our sorceries, why all nations deceived.
That's it.
You know?
That's it.
Because America's an import country. They import all their goodies from other nations. But the number one thing that America exports is its culture.
That's it, bro.
You know?
That's it.
Westernization.
Because you want a laptop made by Japan, ain't it? But you're looking at American culture on the motherfucker. You're driving a car from Moab, but you listen to American music.
That's right. That's right.
And what Elder Yashima went 2 months ago, like the greatest export within America is music. Like, man, like, look at the influence it has on these other nations.
You got Megan Thee Stallion rapping in what, Japanese?
I'm telling you.
Why is it illegal?
Yeah, Megan Thee Stallion rapping. Yeah, she got a song with like a you know what I'm talking about? And I think the fact that she's on there with like a Ammonite woman or a Moabite is big.
Yeah.
The influence.
Or he's maybe gonna think have a tour for shit anyway, you know. Going out
World tour.
Mm-hmm. And that's where that counts too. You know, because you think about it, hell, 50 cents in him sold more worldwide than he did in America. And he went down in America. So think about what he did outside of America. That's why if this shit ain't selling, he could do a world tour.
America, like, it's that whore. She got an STD, and these other countries that keep laying down with her and getting infected and keep infecting everybody else and never get treated.
Yeah, America got to hurt.
Right, Revelation 17 and 2. I'm reading the NLT. It says, the kings of the world have committed adultery with her, and the people who belong to this world have been made drunk.
The reason why you stuck with America to get rich, right? You sell out your people because you wanted to get rich. That's all it is. It's not about your people. It's about how you and your family can benefit. You know, and then once you get in the bed with America, you got to stay in the bed with America. You know, blood in, blood out.
That's why it's in war.
That's it.
You gotta go to war to get out there.
That's right.
Try to get out there.
Did somebody get that precept I talked about how the nations got mad? Oh, you got that? I'll get that real fast, bro.
That is Jeremiah 51 and 7.
Cause you think about the end game, like, man, bro, we did all this shit for nothing. Look at Puffy. Puffy in his goddamn cell right now. I done fucked up. God dang.
All the niggas get hungry.
Yeah.
All them names, like niggas, niggas celebrities are quiet as hell right
I'm
now.
telling you, you can, yeah, nigga can't hold him, shake out this
Niggas
shit.
quiet, niggas, you know what I mean? Cause like shit, they thinking cause all this shit that you did ain't worth your name being smeared. The one thing about it, they're feeling the shame.
Yeah.
Like that shit gonna be there. Like the Lord got that to where they don't give a fuck how much money you got. That spirit of shame, something else.
And I'm gonna say this, and this shit is beyond a fucking humiliation ritual.
Yeah.
Because Puff done did, he's into the sacrifice of people. So normally when you step into that, you know, that world, the humiliation rituals, that's the first phase of it. Now this man is up there.
Yes.
Huh?
I didn't know I was about to.
Yeah, so he is. So this is beyond a fucking humiliation ritual, man. You know? Go ahead, bro.
In Jeremiah 51 and 7. Babylon had been a golden cup, and YAHAWASHI is hand.
So, you know, if you're running in the Olympics, what do you want? You want the gold. You don't want the silver. You don't want the bronze. You want the gold. Gold is a representation of what? America has that top position. Okay? The Most High has designated America to be this whore, to be influential to these other countries. That's what that means, the golden cup. So when you look at America, you know, basically all these other countries look at America. And I'm going to tell you how strong America is. You know, we always say this. If you took the people out of America and put them, for example, when you took the people, the women out of America, and you moved them outside of America, right? They're not going to be like this. But if you took the people from the East and put them into America, they're going to be assimilated. That's the influence of America. You know, we had our cousin. Basically, he has an Issachar working with him. And he was asking him about the Mexican women. He said, oh yeah, they loyal, they good, but make sure you get her when she's fresh off the boat. before she has assimilated into America. You know? So if you was to get a goddamn woman from overseas, you better keep that shit in Spanish.
What they say, she's gonna be tainted.
Yeah.
She's gonna be tainted.
They gonna fuck up.
Yeah.
America prey on anything pure.
That's it.
Like this whole system based on, like I say, the music, you know, and then niggas, they love fucking these women up. You know what I'm saying? Like once niggas get hold to a woman, it's over. So we done. Once niggas get hold to a woman, it's over. Even like you say, like these young women coming up, especially in these urban communities, Jake prey on them women, man. You know, Jake just fuck up the next batch, after the next batch, after the next batch, and now you ain't got shit.
That's it. That's it.
Like
She suffers from PTSD.
And like defense on assembly line.
Yeah.
This generation.
Coming with 2 arms and shit.
I think the word golden, it goes to Zahab. You know, it goes to like that splendor, that luster that America has.
Yeah, that gold too is like the disarming, like you were talking about earlier in your lesson this morning. You should not shoot it, guy.
Yeah.
He saw him that cup saying you should not shoot it, right? And it looks what come easy say what looks good to the eye. That golden cup, that shit look good to the eye. But what's in the motherfucker is filthy.
And then let's talk about how strong America is, though. Look how John the Revelator looked at her. He actually saw a woman. I mean, yeah, he was in love with. He was like, God damn, this white woman look good.
Was out,
Yeah, ass showing, them legs were showing.
She charmed them for a minute.
I ain't even had to.
Yeah.
You saw the movie Life? You can't get right first all day. Oh, yeah. It was flabbergasted.
It's our little times when we see the Edomite.
Or yellow ball. Oh, pick it up. Good. Hey, everybody quiet.
I'm telling you. Yeah. And the most I had said, a lake of yellow around.
In Jeremiah 51:7, Babylon had been a golden cup, and YAHAWASHI with your hand that made all the earth drunken. The nation have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad.
I think when in the 1950s, America had this thing called the Golden Age. And that's what they were known for. They like economy. It was popular at that time frame. I think I came across an article that said America will never get back to that height ever again. So they're loose and they strict.
Cotton money running out.
So you think about America, America's like that faded. You think about America, America's like that faded glory in spirit, man.
Right.
It's fading, man.
Like the clothing company, right?
Yeah,
Faded glory.
Faded glory, man.
Faded glory, man.
I never forget when Michael Jordan missed that dunk in the All-Star game.
Yeah.
Played with the Wizards. They used to hang in the air. Now they missing open dunk.
Faded glory.
Well, say, damn, you know,
Because the thing about a woman has the height of her beauty. A woman is like the moon. Masculine energy is like the sun.
That's right.
Feminine energy is like the moon. Like the singer, the Issachar singer Selena. The word Selena goes back to moon. But a woman is like the moon. She wants, and she reached the fullness of her beauty as the full moon in her youth, 18, 19, whatever you wanna. And what she starts to do after she she waxes. She waxes to a full moon. Then she starts waning. So America, she reached that full peak like 19, 20, 30, 40, 50. But after 1969, going into the 70s, she starts to wane.
Yeah.
That's when the Most High sent. Really, that's why when he sent Elder High Priest Abba Biblis, those like the Jacob is the beginning of it that followers.
Right.
Those are the beginning of Jacob is the beginning of it that followers, man. And that's when America started to wane and she started to degenerate in her morals.
Got you.
Yeah.
Ecclesiasticus 43:6. He made the moon also to serve in her season.
Yep.
For a declaration of time.
Wait, it said to make the moon to serve in her season. But wait a minute, the scripture says time and chance happen to every man.
That's it.
All right, so Esau had a season to rule. Because what was the prophet season? Was that Daniel 7 about the 4 beasts?
Right.
And it roughly paraphrased that the beast will rule for a little season. Every beast will rule for a little season. So Babylon, the great whore, she's a beautiful whore, but she's waxed in her season.
That's right.
All right.
That's right. And a sign of the world.
Yep. But this making the analogy that America was like a moon. She had her beginning phase, that little crescent moon, that little 1776, we finally got our independence. Then she waxed it into a full moon, also known as a world power. All right? But now what happened? Now she's waning. She's fading. Faded glory, also known as hitting the wall.
Right here, a little piece. It says 1950s are often referred to as the golden age of America, a period of prosperity and new trends that began after World War II.
Golden age, that's the full moon. That's the full, in the nature of a woman, she's like a moon. In her beauty, from college years, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, that's like the full moon, man. That's the perfection of her beauty. But the nature of it is she waxes. In America, which every city is personified as a woman, in ancient times you personify a city as a woman. America's no different, man. She waxed into her fullness of her beauty, 1950. But then what happened? She started hitting the wall, started waning. Now she's at that crescent.
Right. So what you had in the 60s, that's the heavy enchantment era.
Yeah.
You know, the integration, you know, the feminist movement hit there.
Yeah.
You know. But then, like you said, once our feminists came at the latter end of the 60s,
Yeah, that's
69,
right.
70,
Yep.
you know, that was like you said, that transition as America started waning, then it started waxing.
Yep. That's right. Because, go ahead, finish.
Yeah, just going to like a few popular trends in the 50s. It says the economic boom, the baby boom.
Yep.
You had
Boom, like a full moon,
Yeah.
like a blossom.
Yep.
Because a woman is also like a flower.
Yep.
That's why when she hits puberty, she gets the flower of her age.
Yep.
A woman is like a flower. A woman is like a fruit. A fruit has a what do you call it before it's ripe? When it's green. I don't know either. But then it's a point where this is where you pluck it.
Yeah.
That's when it's ripe. That's when America played the harlot. All right. But then what happens after it's ripe? It starts to decay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So in the 60s, America started to go into that moral decay, showing you like a fruit. It was starting to become a rotten fruit, man.
That's right.
All right.
Yep. So it says automobile industry.
Wait a minute. Did it say in Jeremiah was it 17 or 7? How the Most High plucketh kingdoms?
Yep.
You know. All right.
Yep. It says automobile industry and also food service and grocery stores.
Yep.
You also think about the famous sitcoms back in the 1950s. Well, I Love Lucy.
Yep.
Leave It to Beaver.
What's the
Andy Griffin.
Andy Griffin,
You
man.
could tell anybody shit in that time period.
Yeah. Well, isn't it the mindset of a baddie? When she young, I done had older women tell me, you couldn't tell me no when I was younger.
Yeah.
I've been humbled now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Them options disappear. You got it, bro.
I was gonna say, yeah, the word you're looking for is just immature. For the fruit, before it's ripened, you know, before it comes to its fullness.
Yeah. It's immature. Yeah, it's immature. Oh, yeah. Then it's mature to right, then it goes into decay. Right?
I got you. This is Joel 14:5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with you. You have appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
So the kingdom already measured. He just living it out. Like what we seeing now is Esau living out his last days as an empire. His Edomite empire. You know, the whore, let's say she done hit the wall, so now she's just here. You know, now this bitch is just a woman that's here, in the way. Because it goes from, like you say, when you're young, that's when you get all this attention. You have all these options. You know, options start dwindling. And then you get to the point where damn near invincible, man. You know?
Gotcha. This is Wisdom of Solomon 6:1. Hear therefore, you kings, and understand. Learn you that be judges of the ends of the earth. Give ear, ye that rule the people, and glory in the multitude of nations. For power is given you of the Lord, and sovereignty from the highest, who shall try your works and search out your counsels. Because being ministers of his kingdom, you have not judged aright, nor kept the law, nor walked after the counsel of the Most High.
Yeah, so this kingdom, it serves no benefit to what the Lord wants to bring to the earth, which is a righteous kingdom.
That's it.
See, Yahawashi died, he secured an eternal righteous kingdom. All right? For the nation of Israel. So now America, all right, Esau in general, but America for sure being, you know, the pretty much the centerpiece of this kingdom, it serves no purpose anymore, man. The Lord, He done showed us wickedness. We done seen wickedness. What to say? I seen wickedness spread as a green bay tree. You know, like we done seen wickedness in its fulfillment, in its peak.
Peak goes into what your sharpest point is. You know? And this is 5. Horribly and speedily shall he come on you, for a sharp judgment shall be to them that be in high places.
And what do you do to a whore? You burn it.
Yeah.
You know? You burn the whore.
And that's so crazy because the Most High is going to stone the whore and then burn it.
Yeah.
Because when the missiles hit, that's the stone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yahawashai is going to be the ultimate high priest to be able to do so.
Yeah.
To that war.
That's it.
Hey, can I be one quick one? And this is Isaiah 14:4 to get to a point. It says that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how have the oppressor ceased, the golden city ceased.
Yeah, the golden city. Because America was a standard.
Yeah.
The whole world based their social, economical, political, religion off the what? The standard of a God. Because Christianity, you know, was popularized in America. You know, the dollar, okay, the American middle class. Like when you look at these nations, they wanted to live like the American middle class, man. Going back to the 50s, brothers going into. That's the standard that these other nations thought, man. You know, for families to have a microwave and a TV, those are big deal. Refrigerators.
Happy days.
Yeah, so that Trump slogan, "Make America Great Again," that's what you're really talking about. Going back to that particular era.
But Gabby, tell him what you sent me the video. No, you sent me the video. Yeah, monitor.
Oh yeah.
That actually goes into Satanism.
Yeah, the highest level.
Yeah, one of the highest levels, man. When you look it up, that's what the left-hand priest, Satanists are delving into. MAGA, MHG. Yeah.
And you, it's like, no, you got
No, 1950s too, man. That's when there was a split, a great gulf fix between Jacob and Esau. All right, when the Edomite suburb was really an Edomite suburb. All right, Jacob was in the south, making an effort to go to these big plants and stuff. But the whole thing, because you know we saw that documentary, put Jacob on projects so the niggas won't be in the suburbs. Right?
That was before white flight.
That was before white flight, so that's when the suburbs was really the suburbs, man.
what they're moving to us.
Was it them or us?
Them, yeah, them.
Yeah, them.
No, that's it.
Oh, you talking the movie? I'm sorry.
It was a series.
It was a series.
Yeah, the series them.
The series with them.
Yeah,
yeah,
them.
Jake was an engineer, moved out there.
Yeah. And that was Compton 1950.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they didn't like that shit. He must have liked that shit. And they showed you in the movie, I mean the series, that the bankers and stuff, they had it systemically set up to where it'd be very hard for a so-called Negro to get in these suburbs.
Yeah.
But like I said, you know, you have the Goodyear Company, Ford, and that's when Jake left the South and went to the West.
Yeah.
That's why so many Jakes out West in Cali, LA. All right, same deal with the Midwest, Detroit, because you was going into like the boom era, post-World War II. Yeah, so post-World War II, man, Jake was going to those plants, man.
As a point, the priest Shafar from Dallas brought this out. And check out this video. It's called Satanic Occult Ties to MAGA, Babylon, and Witchcraft. So when you go into their Satanism on the left-hand side, a registered member is a no degree, an active member is a Satanist first degree, a witch warlock is the second degree, priest or priestess is the third degree, a magistrate is the fourth degree, and MAGA or Magus is the fifth degree.
Fifth degree. And what that spirit is being put in place, it's a ritual.
That's it. That's it.
They're just putting a ritual on you people, man. And then they say like you can sign up for their first degree, their no degree, but to move up, you gotta be selected.
That's it.
Showing you that these luminaries, they're selected and groomed for these certain characters that they play.
Just like the Most High doing the right hand side.
Yeah.
That's you see the balance in it.
Yeah. You can't pay to be, you know, a rank. You know, when it comes to Satanism, you gotta be the higher ups gotta look at you to see so many. You start moving, you go to work, start grooming.
And that comes from actually the left hand side.
Yeah.
You know, so a spirit on the left hand side, let them know or notify them, okay, pick him, don't pick him. It's the same thing on the right hand side. So you can look at on the left hand side, Hey, many are called.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? A few are chosen.
Yeah, because they'll select families.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, they get all into that, man.
That's what elect means.
That's right.
Elect means select.
Yep.
So they have the left hand elect.
That's right.
Yeah, so
So Isaiah 13 and 19.
yeah.
In Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees,
Yeah.
excellence.
The Chaldeans are the elites, okay? And because you go to the ancient Chaldeans of Babylonia, what did they specialize in? Astrology. You know, they was very keen when it came to the astrology on the left-hand side. And they was able to, you know, pretty much tell the future to some degree based on astrology. Okay, so these devils, because as you can see, they do everything based off dates, times of the year, you know. And that's why spiritual, like, you know, spiritual having brothers cleansing right now, because this is the time where Esau goes the hardest on the left hand, you know. From October to January, this nigga go hard, you know. He deal with that shit tough. So America has been the excellency of the elites because they created a satanic culture that people worship. You know, when you worship America, you really worshiping Satanism. Everything outside the truth, if you investigate it, is rooted in Satanism. Islam, the higher ups in Islam is rooted in Satanism. Egyptology, Kemet. When you really get into all this shit outside the truth, it's all rooted in Satanism because the higher ups, like even the GD, BD, what that shit called? Yeah. All that shit is rooted in Satanism. Yeah, the higher up, no. That's right. You just a foot soldier, you know, repping this shit, you know, for clout.
But yeah, you even look at the symbols, man. It's straight up witchcraft.
Yeah.
You know, and because them gangs are pretty much other guys, man. It's idols. That's why they got their own literature. Like they got their own scriptures and stuff, man. You know.
That's why America has a great epithet. It's an epithet for America. The other countries have a name for America. The Great Satan. That's an epithet.
That's why you got to shed blood to be a part of something. You get jump in, you got a little, you get the GD, you shed blood in the finger, then you put your blood on each part of the star. You know, while you're surrounded and you're in a particular stance.
That's a ritual.
It's all rituals, man.
It's a sacrifice, man.
You know,
Then it
ain't no righteous goddamn GD.
It ain't no righteous GD.
Ain't no righteous blood. Because if you're righteous, you gonna denounce that shit.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's the word vice lord.
Yeah.
Vice
The
lord.
Lord of Vices.
Gangster disciple.
You know? Like you opposition to the Lord. I think the brother Benji from Chicago here brought out about the so-called GDs and their literature. Like you get locked up, a part of that literature, you can sleep with another GD, going ranking
Lesser GD.
like a lesser GD.
A Gel brought that out too, so I know it's true.
Well, it's been expressed to me that what's his name, Larry Hoover, was a Freemason. Jeff Fort, Larry Hoover, they were both
All of
Freemasons.
them.
Yeah, that's why Freemason literature is very similar to GD. It's the same thing.
And since you said that, it make you wonder. I don't know if brother seen it, but there was an article out where he's getting ready to go back to court, where they probably considering letting him out. Larry Hoover. Yep.
It just be a distraction. That's it. That's it, you know. That's all it be, a distraction. Something the niggas talk about.
Yeah.
You know, because this nigga, what, so what?
That's right.
You know, like, and that's another thing, how you know these niggas is off, because Jake idolize these niggas, man.
Mm-hmm.
Larry Hoover, Jeff Fort, you know, Big Meech, you know. Jake idolize these niggas, man. The niggas for the longest, you know, making the plea of Tupac living alive. Okay, if he is, what the fuck, what that mean? That one, how is they gonna change the scenario we in, man?
Well, that nigga, look at the outcome of this shit.
Yeah.
Look what happened 1960s. You had leaders that got unalive, incarcerated, puppet leaders. And then you had what? Black exploitation.
Yeah.
So if you go, that was major witchcraft from like Superfly to now.
Yeah.
From Superfly to now is major enchantments, man.
That's it, man.
So all them niggas was Freemasons, actors, lower luminaries.
Now, Baba Shot, I hope brothers had watched the brother Calvin Shaquai video, man. Basically dealing with thug life. You know, the thuggy, the brother like, Lord will I reposted. But the brother, hey, he went all into it, man. Like, hey, Tupac was a straight up CIA operative, straight up CIA agent, like, you know.
Hey, tell them about the Janus when you had the East going against the West.
So yeah, that's the Roman a goddess of duality.
Yeah.
Yeah, the East and the West. And that's why you have a Tupac Biggie so-called documentary. One of them was facing the East, the other was facing the West. Goes back to Operation Janus.
And y'all know it's heavy in check that's going on through the music, right?
Yeah.
And through so-called black culture. And with these new nigglets, like the Jeff, Little Jeff and Dirk and like those niggas, it's a demonic vibration with that drill shit, man.
That's it. And see, Tupac is he's the grandfather of drill.
He's the king of the niggas, man.
Yeah, he's the because he's the father of trap and he's the grandfather of drill.
But he was an actor.
That's it.
So he didn't do no drilling.
That's it.
He didn't know how to sell drugs.
That's it.
He was a CIA operative, man. And if you can't get that, then you still lost. You stupid. You still in the second place, man.
Fucking stupid.
All our favorite rappers that if your enemy, let them dance on his stage, what the fuck do you think they are?
That's it.
So no, man. From the 1960s, the black exploitation era, 1970s to now, the so-called blacks, all right, what's the Southern Kingdom basically, have been under a heavy enchantment, man.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say this, man, and the reason why that nigga knew he was about to die, because you have a term called character assassination. You can Google this video on YouTube that shows you of an owl. And basically you got so-called dead celebrities on this fucking island. So a lot of times your character is killed off, and what you do is you come back as another character.
And how that nigga know about Illuminati? Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
What made him say, there's gonna be some shit y'all gonna see, it's gonna make it hard for y'all to smile?
Right.
What the fuck did you, cause you was an insider,
He was the
nigga.
inside.
Yeah. One of the songs he spoke about the Karagma.
You know? Before they put a chip in me, I'd rather do something. Y'all got something there? Go ahead.
So Isaiah 13:19, in Babylon the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees excellency, shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah.
And right now, this is actually a start to build the prophecies, man, from the prophets. Because the Most High is utilizing the prophets to do what? To actually destroy fucking strongholds, man. So America is not great. America is that whore that misled all these countries into their ultimate destruction, man. Because they have to go down for being joint heirs with America.
It's a vibrational attack.
That's it.
It's a vibrational attack. Oh, defense. You know, actually defense, because we prophesying, sending out that, you know, telling that positive energy. Because what's that scripture that says, with a shout, there was a mighty earthquake? It was from when Israel going to war at one point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is like, you know, we speaking to it, we speaking about it.
On the Jericho, right?
Come.
Yeah.
We speaking about it like this is our defense. This is our defense. Because what? We dealing in the spirit. Vibration.
But this one took Jericho down was vibration.
Yeah.
You know, and then you look at how Jericho fell, the walls fell outward. It made like a ramp for the troops to go up. You know? So this bitch is enclosed. You know, the Lord got his men inside this bitch and pushing the vibration. This mother coming down.
A complete vibration. Because they would say they accomplished it 7 times.
Yeah.
It's Revelation chapter 17, verse 16.
Verse 20, it should never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in.
Can I say something more? The new tenants of America is going to be what? Your desert-like creatures, right? That's spoken of in Isaiah, the 34th chapter. It is over.
It's right here too.
Go ahead.
It says, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation, neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there.
Right. So you're not going to have these so-called Arabians making money in America anymore, man. And a lot of them about to leave and go back home. Go ahead, bro.
It says, neither shall the shepherd make their fold there, but the wild beasts of the desert shall lie there.
Right. So this is a prophetic visual of how America will be after or post-destruction.
And their houses shall be full of doleful creatures.
That's it. These are the new tenants of America, right? Desert-like creatures. Yeah. The owl.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And it's a lot. And the prophecy spot on, because while the brother's reading this and you breaking it down, basically it's a lot of people out here because of pride or whatever. That bullshit gonna be tomorrow, man. Well, you know, a parade or something. You know.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's why they set them cones up.
I mean, based off these weirdos,
Yeah.
you know, I'm not 100% sure, but based off the weirdos,
It's just weird, real weird, bro.
It says, and the owl shall dwell there, and the Satire shall dance there,
That's right.
and the wild beasts of the islands shall cry at the desert in their desolate houses,
That's it.
and the dragons in their pleasant places.
If you go into that term, desolate means what? To be utterly destroyed. Right? No more buildings, no more theme parks, no more houses, no more museums. America will be like the fucking Sahara Desert.
they showed you that in the movie Deadpool.
That's right.
Wolverine versus Deadpool.
Oh, I've seen those a lot.
Deadpool versus Wolverine. They went to like the metaverse, and in one of the universes within the metaverse, it was a desert, and there was a Statue of Liberty head sticking out the desert in her hand.
And that shows you Esau is on the left-hand side because he continues to put this in a fucking movie. I did a video a couple years ago, a couple times. It was a movie from the 70s, and it goes into how Russia had destroyed major cities on America, or in America. You know, how Russia had actually shot them fucking missiles over here. And that movie came out in the 70s.
Yeah. Why is it always America getting destroyed?
Exactly. Exactly. It's always America. Go ahead, bro.
To finish it out in the NLT, it says Babylon's days are numbered.
Babylon days are numbered. And the Most High gave Babylon a starting day and an end day. Go ahead.
Its time of
Grand
destruction.
closing. God damn you, man. Go ahead.
It said its time of destruction will soon arrive.
Right. And that's where we're waiting. Because now America is basically just circling the drain. And that is a medical term when someone is about to die.
So we just going to the brother Yash, we're going to the point how everything Esau pushes out propagates out here. So it's rooted in Satanism. So he looked at the word vice, going to vice lord.
Hey, this is what does your vice mean? It says more fault or weakness in a person's character. Then I went down. What is the literal meaning of vice?
Vice, yeah, anything you do outside of the standard of the Most High.
It's evil, conducted habits, wickedness,
Yeah.
and I put what's other meanings of vice? He said transgression of the law.
That's it. That's what vice is doing.
You a vice lord.
Right.
And then they wouldn't even crazy say IVL. It's the same vice.
It's the same vice.
Like that wasn't enough. It's a vice lord.
I'm an insane.
Go ahead, cool.
I'm an insane transgression of the law. That's a heavy enchantment on Jake, man.
Yeah, and that's why Jake be so plugged in. IVA, read that literature and that, man. Niggas can't even say the ABC, they can read the literature.
When these niggas get gunned down, you be having people be like, why this happening so such and such? Like the Birmingham mass shooting, like y'all see that video, man? Like Jake's getting gunned down. Like it was like 3 niggas and 1 nigga woman laid out on the ground in front of the club out there in Birmingham. And with that 5 points. You know what I'm saying? Got gunned down.
They shot at 5
Somebody sprayed them.
Yeah.
But look where it's happening at. Yeah.
You got them Jewish temples down there. You got Baphomet and the little children down there. From the church.
18, 19 people got shot, 4 people died from it.
It's judgment, and more people is going to die.
This Revelation chapter 17, verse 16, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast.
So what's the 10 horn? What's the 10 horn? The EU. They modified to 26 countries, 27 countries to offset prophecy. That's right. Right.
These shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked.
Just like Priest y'all said, Priest on Lamar stated, right, that you're going to have these EU countries to turn their backs on America and shoot nuclear fire. And that's also spoken of in the book of Obadiah.
They said make her naked. You go into all your elements being burnt up.
That's it, bro.
Imagine your clothes being burnt off. You know? So this is how it is when these cities are turned to powder.
Yeah, you're going to be asked
You're
out.
going to be naked. Stripped of bare.
and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire.
And only nuclear fire can do that, right? Which the priest brought out, how America would never be lived in again, or live on again.
And that flesh is all you people. You know? Matter of fact, let's go on real quick. Real got that Isaiah 34. Because these people are just walking sacrifices. And then you notice how he was always in the mix of the wickedest shit.
Yeah.
They attracted to it. They don't be having nothing to do with it. They don't even be knowing what to call.
Think about this, they wear a black dress.
This black dress.
That's mourning, that's
dark.
death.
It's some dark shit. You can feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You go ahead, bro. You got it.
Trying to talk.
Started,
It's Isaiah 34:3. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their
started
carcasses.
one.
Come on, y'all.
It's Isaiah 34:1.
Right.
Come near ye nations, to hear him, and hearken ye people. And let the earth hear him, and all that is therein.
And how the world hears through the prophets. We're telling you, the Lord got the spirit on the prophet to tell you how this shit gonna go.
Yeah.
You see?
Because everybody got the internet,
Yeah.
right? They're lying.
Yeah.
Going to what the Hebrew for nod,
Yeah.
which means cord. Satellite cord is nothing but the satellite network is nothing but a bundle of cords. Right?
And if you can see the signals that's bouncing off, it's like a bunch of lines. You know, if you can see the actual signals going to
The World Wide Web.
It says the world and all things that come forth of it, for the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations.
They're righteous angels.
Right.
We're telling you that the Lord is pissed at all the nations in the earth. Only the elect of Israel are about to receive favor in these times. Everyone else, the Lord's pictures. That's where you stand. The prophets are here to tell the world where you stand with the Lord. You know? We're the go-between between the Heavenly Father, His Son, YAHAWASHI. Okay? To tell you, we're giving you a message from the throne. We're the faithful messenger, man. Spoken of in Proverbs 25. You got it, bro.
And his fury upon all their armies.
You got His fury upon all the armies, their military. That's why everyone's being summoned to their one reason, so YAHAWASHI can just clear the board.
Right.
You know? Go ahead.
He have utterly destroyed them. He have delivered them to the slaughter.
Yep, so these nations preparing for war are preparing for their own slaughter. There will be no military after the return of YAHAWASHI. There will be no either military. Go ahead.
Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and
That's
the
over on the
mountains.
east. Because we know that it can't happen in America. Because America's gonna be burnt the fuck up. But those other nations gonna be burying those bodies over there in the east. That's right.
It says, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood,
Government, man. Go ahead.
and all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll.
Yeah, so there will be no fighter jets flying around after YAHAWASHI. Judge these evils. That's it. No helicopter. All shit gonna be dissolved. Every element, okay, of their military gonna be dissolved. You got it, bro.
And it's gonna formulate what? A mushroom cloud.
Yeah.
I think of a portobello mushroom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Cause like Super Mario Brothers, right?
Yeah, yeah.
The Mushroom Kingdom.
Yeah.
And that's how nuclear blast looks. You got the film
Yeah.
and
That's
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
It said, and all the hosts shall fall down as a leaf that falleth from a vine, and as a falling fig from a fig tree.
Go ahead.
For
How
my
does a
sword,
fig fall? Like a rock. You know what I'm saying?
for my sword shall be bathed in heaven.
Yeah, that's the missiles bathed in the atmosphere.
Like I say something priest. So when you look up that term bathe, it actually goes into like the sky gonna be saturated.
Saturated, yeah.
It's saturated. Like if you get in a tub of water and you just lay in that water and how that water become completely over you, that's how the fucking sky gonna look.
Like that.
Like that. Hey, 300. When Leonidas was looking at them goddamn arrows, that's how them missiles gonna look.
That's proof that fire, it got to clear
It
everything.
has to, point.
You know, and it's going to clean the atmosphere too.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Because people are dying from air pollution. Like, you know, it's like a lot of people die from food pollution, but air pollution is killing people too. They just don't. Well, if your loved one died like from cancer, and they don't really know where it's linked back to, that sometimes it's due to air pollution. Noise pollution is killing people. That's why the scripture says in Isaiah 14 how the earth is at rest. Because all that traffic, that New York traffic, LA traffic, horn blowing all day, people got road rage. They're literally insane.
I said also Elder Bishop Ayathan here brought that out about what's the health benefits of the mushroom cloud. It's going to soak up our impurities out the earth. That makes sense right there. The Lord, you know, said it stuff like that, very divine to get all the impurities out the earth. Right?
Because the Most High like sage too, apparently.
Yeah, it's going to sage the earth. Those
If you look up the sage kills about 95% of the bacteria in the air. So the Most High gonna sage the earth, like he gonna smudge it, man.
And what was that miniseries we watched? The Last Kingdom? The Last Kingdom is when when people would be sick, they would burn a whole bunch of sage out there in the public. And it would just purify that community.
Because you get evil spirits out the way too. So all that demonic activity, because America ain't nothing but a Ouija board. So all that demonic activity, it's gonna get saged out of here, man. You know?
That's why America be burned for a long period of time.
Yeah.
Smudging
Smudging
the earth.
the earth, man.
You got it.
For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea.
Idumea is what the Greek way is saying evil. But the chief place of Idumea is here in America, man. Okay? Go ahead. The American Edomite, you gotta understand, American Edomites is pretty much the filth of these other Edomite kingdoms that was shipped over here to America.
Right.
They just came and got on.
Outlaws.
Yeah, these niggas just came and got on. These are Americans ran by a family of Crips, man. You know, go ahead.
And upon the people of my curse to judgment.
Go ahead.
The sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats.
Yeah. And who the lambs and goats? People. The people.
Sacrificing bodies.
So when we're looking at these weirdos and shit, man, they're nothing but sacrifices, man. Okay? Yeah. Because going back to the high priest, he's gonna sacrifice America, man. YAHAWASHI. Okay? Go ahead.
For the Lord hath a sacrifice in Bosra, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea.
Yeah, so we're in the land where the Lord has a predestined sacrifice. This is a lake of fire, not hell. Okay? Yeah. This that burnt offering. It's because what? It's gonna be satisfying to the Lord. It's gonna be satisfying to burn America and the people there. That's gonna be satisfying to YAHAWASHI. It's gonna be like a sweet savor. That's why I said, what? Do it in my hearing. Yeah, do it in my hearing. Like the Lord, you want to hear that suffering, man. For all the wickedness that has been pushed here, man. You know? You got it, bro.
And the unicorn shall come down with them, and the bullocks with the bulls, and their land shall be soaked with blood, and their dust made fat with fatness. For it is the day of the Lord's. For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance, and the year of recompenses for the controversy of Zion.
For the controversy of these people, the elect of these people. But now we're crying out. We're that damsel that's crying out. And YAHAWASHI is coming to rescue that damsel in the church. You see? And he's going to deal with, all right, the criminal Esau for trying to deal with his woman. If you walk in your house, okay, and there's a man in the act of trying to rape your woman, first off, you're going to secure her. You know what I'm saying? Secure your woman, get her out of harm's way, and you're going to go crazy.
Especially she's screaming out.
I was thinking, especially she's screaming.
She's saying your name.
Yeah.
You know, in distress.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I'm
Going through the spirit, man.
Yeah.
And the spirit will take over you, man.
Yeah. You gonna black out.
That's it.
That was it.
I got a quick one. All right, 2nd Ezra chapter 15, starting at 20. All right, 20 out of 21. Behold, saith the Heavenly Father, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me.
Woo! Hey, it's like a mob, you know, when the Godfather summons everybody.
That's right.
And then it's like, where he is? He comes late. Knock everybody off, man. That's what the Lord doing. He calls all these nations to reverence you. Because guess what? You got to do exactly what's written in the scripture. You know? You can't not come to this meeting.
Got to.
Everybody that's
on that list gotta be there, man. Go ahead.
Right, brother. Which are from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east, and Lebanon.
Hey, from the rising of the sun, the east, the south, because you're gonna have those nations from the south, like India, Saudi Arabia, okay? You have even the rising of the sun, the east, going over to China, Iran, okay? Then we're gonna say Europe.
Say, from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east, and Lebanon.
And Lebanon is Lebanon. Who's in Lebanon? Hezbollah. The scriptures tell you how this shit finna go. Everybody, why is Hezbollah? Because Hezbollah, they're not Lebanese people. They're just a militant group stationed in Lebanon. Like, why are the scriptures speaking about Lebanon? They're not relevant when it comes to, don't nobody know about Lebanese culture or food or this. Why are they relevant right now? Why are they in the scriptures? Because the Lord is strategically setting this shit up. You got it, bro.
To turn themselves one against another.
Turn themselves one against another. So all these conflicts have all these nations, all right, turning one against another, man. Go ahead.
And repay the things that they have done to them.
Yeah, so the Lord, part of the Lord's judgment too is for these nations to go to war with each other. Because it's going to be a lot of death. That's why the scriptures speak about every man by the sword of his brother. Because you're going to have all these nations fighting each other. Because World War III is going to be massive deaths, man. If World War I and World War II caused all them casualties, and how you know World War I is going to be so bad? Because between World War I and II, what you had about 20 years, 22, 23 years. But this shit here, it's going on 80 years damn near, man. They just been building up for this shit, man. Yeah. That's why they have to really keep the conflict going so they can use this whole stockpile, man. You see, and then Esau, he be on that Jewish shit. What the Jews believe in human sacrifice to balance out the universe. They believe that they was sacrificing to the universe. So Esau, he does the same method with Satan. That's why he don't mind killing all these civilians. That's another thing, like Esau really be sacrificing Satan too. That's why they having the green light to have their way with these civilians. Yeah, bro.
Like as they do yet this day unto my chosen, so will I do also, and recompense in their bosom. That's it.
Yeah, because the Lord, that's why all we doing is teaching, and the Lord got the nation fighting. So as he's putting us in order, he's been getting into the point, like cleansing, separating. While we're doing that, war intensifying. So the more we tap in on the right hand, the more active the Lord allow the left hand to fall apart. We're chanting down Jericho, man.
Because you brought out something too about the satellites, right? And if you could look at it visually, you could see that the satellite emits lines.
Mm-hmm.
But like y'all was bringing out Jericho, the vibrations knock down the walls. But the vibrations are nothing but lines. Sound waves. If you look at sound waves, that's when you go to like the a Grand Canyon and you echo. Those are the sound waves bouncing off the walls in the Grand Canyon. Hey, hey, hey. So now this is the modern day Jericho because those sound waves are bouncing off the satellites. Woo, out the four corners of the earth. It's like a grand Jericho.
Yeah, because it's a beast system.
Yep.
It's all over the planet.
That's right.
It's Romans 10 and 18. It says, but I say, have they not heard? Yes, verily, their sound went into all the earth, and their words unto the ends of the world. Romans 10 and 18. But I say, have they not heard? Yes, verily, their sound went into all the earth, and their words unto the ends of the world.
Them sound waves. Them sound waves, man. Hey, the Most High so grand with this thing, man. There is no new thing under the sun, man. He just made the fall the Most High always hated a Canaanite lifestyle or a Philistine lifestyle. And what happened? We replaced the lifestyle of the Philistines with the law, statutes, and commandments, right? Now we looked at the word Philistine, right? It went back to Philistine, right? And then what's going on?
Hey, so we're gonna have a festival out here tomorrow. Are y'all gonna be here tomorrow? Because we can bump our fence back if y'all want the space.
No, we're not gonna do it tomorrow.
Okay, then we're just gonna not close the sidewalk off so y'all can come and go that way as much as you want. Are any of these y'all's vehicles?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll just leave a little area right there open so that way y'all can exit the vehicles, or you can go up and exit on President. Either way.
Thank you, man.
Sorry to interrupt you. I just didn't want to box y'all in.
Have a good night, man. All right. So we used to look up that word Philistine, right? And it went back to like a lifestyle, a materialistic lifestyle. But we replaced the Philistines. All right, Palestine goes back to Philistine. The Most High set up the Israelites when we came out that desert. We came out to the desert and replaced the Philistines. So what's going on now? The Israelites globally are about to place the Philistine culture on the planet.
Yeah, because America's the new Canaan.
America's the new Canaan. And like I said, if you look at the word Philistine, I think it's in the Webster's dictionary, it goes back to like a materialistic lifestyle. You know, it's basically like a Roman lifestyle. It was filthy in the eyes of Yahweh. And you know, we replaced the Philistines. All right, when we came to Jerusalem, we replaced the Philistines. But now, Jacob is beginning of getting their followers. We're about to replace the Philistines again, man. All right?
It's for Philistine in the Webster, Merriam-Webster. It says, a person who is guided by materialism and is usually disdainful of intellectual or artistic values.
Disdainful, intellectual, or artistic values. But like you say, you gotta look at these niggas that's getting all this money. Jacob barely say a sentence.
That's right.
These niggas materialistic, but these niggas barely can say a sentence. They can't have any dialogue.
That's right. What this dude said about Ford Mayweather, he got all that money, but he can't even read a Dr. Seuss book.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
What's that? That bitch didn't know what a defibrillator was?
No.
You know what I'm saying?
But she could take the perfect picture.
Yeah.
Makes her look like a baddie on TikTok.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They can hold up a sleeve full of money. You can't name all the presidents on the money.
Can't start a weed eater.
Yep, can't start a weed eater. Because like Jake is underdeveloped, but Esau in his Philistine culture, because when we get into the craft of being into the truth, we're getting into the science of being in the spirit. They talk about sexual transmutation, all right? How you gotta basically mortify your members. You gotta mortify your lower devices just to activate the spirit or open up the so-called pineal gland. So there's a science to being in the truth, all right? So Jacob is so low culture, he's out of tune with that. It's a science to be intellectual, man. But like I said, Jacob is spiritually or culturally a Philistine, man. But the Israelites, the 1/3, the elect under YAHAWASHI, is about to replace the Philistine culture with the laws of YAHWH. We're about to civilize the earth, man.
Righteous nobility.
Righteous noble stoics.
Once it was developed, it says one uninformed in a special area of knowledge.
Yep. And the 2/3 of our people are uninformed in the truth. They're uninformed of the knowledge of Yahweh by Hashem Yahawashi.
Proverbs, he that wonder out the way understand. Yep. Shall remain within the congregation of the dead.
The first thing you got to do to become a disciple of Yahawashi is mortify that beastly nature. But Esau has an enchantment that has everybody under this beastly nature. That's why he saw these freaks out here, man. They're drawing out what's already in them, man. All right?
Everybody doing that, do it's not will vibration.
Yeah.
All right, so that's it.
Yeah, so. Get your first.
Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 8, because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee.
Yep, and this is what we're seeing, because YAHWH was righteous judge, and America has went through the earth, because going back to ancient Rome, how was the elites of ancient Rome able to live so plush? Okay, by making the rest of the earth suffer.
Right.
You know, America has followed this same format to where America, especially the elites of America, live plush, really from the upper middle class on up. They able to live so plush and be so wasteful because everyone else is in power.
You in a Nissan plant working your ass off.
Yeah.
Or you in the fields in your own country as an 8-year-old picking cacao, man.
Yeah.
For the M&M for Mars and Mars.
Ultimately, number one selling car in America, okay, but are the Ammonites, okay? Are they millionaires off this number one selling car? No, it's the elites, okay? And they allow the elites of these different countries, they'll put them in on it so they can continue to sell out their nation. But guess what? The military man is what? The lowman, the working man. That's why they so fed up. They don't give a fuck. I've been living in poverty like Iran. When America put sanctions on Iran, they have a parade. It's like, what else y'all gonna sanction? You know what I'm saying? Goddamn, we've been living on sanctions 2 decades. You know, you adjust to this shit, so now we get to the fight. Fuck it. You got it.
All the remnant of the people shall spoil thee because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land of the city, and of all that dwell therein.
Yeah, these nations have perfected their hate for America because they ain't seen the carnage of the American military. See, Americans are so used to, you know, just like this song. This is the perfect thing for Americans. They're happy go lucky, carefree, bullshit ass spirit. But you don't understand the military, American military, have caused carnage in these people's nation. Yeah, bro.
This is verse 9 in the NLT. What sorrows await you who build big houses with money gained dishonestly?
Yeah.
You believe your wealth will buy security.
And the house go back, you know, to economy. So the American economy has been built on what, man? Other people's resources. Go ahead.
You believe your wealth will buy you security, pin your family's nest beyond the reach of danger,
Yep.
but by the murders you committed, you have shamed your name and forfeited your life.
Yeah, so these elites, if they have a space station, underground bunkers, okay, they control the Earth's military, they think they're protected and they're wicked. That's why YAHAWASHI is coming to run through all this shit. You know, so you gotta
be the first fruits of YAHAWASHI.
Yeah.
Those elites.
Yeah. You gotta think about it when you're a king and you got all the military might. Okay? But the enemy somehow enters into your chamber, you mean all that shit fail. If you're a king and you got million men out there, but the enemy is your front door, that means all that shit fail. You know, you ain't gotta count for them, they through. And that's how YAHAWASHI going through. That's why I say hide me from the land.
Psalm 110 to get to. Verse 4. So the Lord Yahweh has sworn and will not repent. Thou art a priest forever after the order of Melchizedek. The Lord at thy right hand shall strike through kings in the day of his wrath.
Yeah, so that's a real flex. How you handle somebody king, that's a psyop on the rest of the nation. When you handle this person has been king, all you know is spending your money, and then you see somebody else who come, and ditch your king, you know, that was hard shit. When Killmonger saying that shit, he on the ground and ditch your king, you know? Then nobody want to deal with Killmonger like shit, you know? Yeah.
This is the book of Joel, chapter 2, starting verse 6. Before their face the people shall be much pain, all faces shall gather blackness.
And that's when the missiles on the way. Because you gotta think, it's gonna be shit like this going on when you shot off. Okay? But when they get the messages and they get to hearing the motherfuckers, oh shit.
To the lights
Already over there. They shall run like mighty men, they shall climb the wall like men of war, and they shall march every one on his ways, and they shall not break their ranks.
Yeah, so those little missiles come in perfect formation to destroy America.
I say something wrong. That shows you that the spirit of the Most High is going to die with mercy. And gets that side of the Lord of the Lord. It's not wrong.
Ultimately, it's YAHAWASHI is mighty instrument.
And it's really wrong. That's all.
So although it's a consuming fire.
Yeah.
Verse 8, neither shall one thrust another, they shall walk every one in his path, and when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded.
Yep. So those missile defense systems are going to be failures. Okay, then say walk on their path. Every missile walking in their own trajectory. They're gonna have their own unique trajectory where they don't bump into each other but fall on America, man, turn it into a death.
Hey, with that, we hope you brothers and sisters edified. Once again, we want to give all honor and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Kakudash.
Double honors to our elder apostles, elder bishops, a great millstone rule well. Peace and blessings, health and wonders to the house of David the elect. Baba Baba.
Baba Baba. Kwame Yashala. Shalom.
Fuck up out of here.